finish the game. Oh, it turns gold when you finish it. Now let's see the secrets. Here, take 10 down 10 levels of Button Hunt. Here's your reward, a very well personalized Button Hunt. Some ideas for sequel. Yes, movie sequel, report bug, and game here. Also, here's a premium for your amusement. But there's more to it. Concept art. Here's different concept art for how he wanted to go about doing Button Hunt. Some of these are not exactly the most legit. Of course, they're little sketches of what he did for the idea for Button Hunt. Here's one. Polish jokes are us. An American guy is walking down the street when he sees a Polak struggling to measure the top of a pole. The American says, "Here, let me help you." He then lays the pole on the floor, measures and says it is feet. The Polish guy turns to him and says, "You stupid American, I don't want to know how long it is, I want to know how tall it is." Polish guy is hunting when he comes upon a clearing. To his surprise, standing before him is a totally naked, extremely hot young woman. Again, she states seductively, so he shoots her. A blind man hobbles to a bar, feeling with his cane for a bar stool. When he finds one, he sits down and asks no one in particular, "Want to hear a joke?" "Yeah," the patrons roar. "Okay, so a Polish guy's walking down the street," he begins, but he's interrupted by the bartender. "Hey, buddy, you might not want to tell your joke." "That joke," he whispers. "Why not?" the blind man replies. "Well, the guy sitting right behind you is a Polish weightlifter. Glad you're right, he's a Polish street fighter, and I'm a Polish guy with connections to the mob. Still want to tell that joke?" "Now," the blind man says. "I don't want to explain it 3 times. The woman decides she wants to paint her house, so she calls a man who is doing work across the street and asks if she could take a look at her walls. "Sure," he replies, and she escorts him to the living room. "Okay, I want this wall painted yellow," she says. "Sure thing," the man replied. He then sticks his head out the window and yells, "Green side up!" The lady escorts him to the dining room and said, "This wall should be painted fuchsia." Once again, the man sticks his head out the window and says, "Green side up." She leads him to the bathroom and says, "Blue walls in here." As before, the guy sticks his head out in the window and says, "Green side up." "I don't get it," the lady said. "Why do you keep saying green side up when all my walls are different colors?" "Oh no, lady," the guy replies. "This has nothing to do with your walls. It's just that I got a Polish guy laying grass across the street." The man is in an elevator with one other person. He turns to them and asks, "Hey, want to hear a joke?" "Sure," the other man replies. Okay, so a Polish guy walks into a bar. The first time begins, but is interrupted by the other man. "Wait a minute, I'll have you know that I'm Polish." "Oh, sorry," the man says. He then begins again, it's more slowly this time. "A Polish guy is walking down the street." 2 Polacks are supposed to meet for lunch. One arrives at the restaurant, but his friend is nowhere to be found. Finally, 2 hours late, he walks through the doors. "I'm sorry I'm late," the friend cries. "On my way over the escalator I was riding broke down. I stood there for 2 hours while they fixed it." "You idiot," the first Polak shouted. "Why don't you sit down?" "Why are there no ice cubes in Poland? The old lady who had the recipe died." A Polish construction worker is on the 2nd story of a building using a chainsaw when he accidentally slices one of his own ears off. And also recovering it, he asks some men down the street below, "Has anyone found an ear down there?" Someone holds up an ear and hollers, "Is this it?" "No," replies the Polish man. "Mine had a pencil behind it." A Polak, an American, and an Italian are all walking in the woods when they are ambushed and captured by cannibals. They are tied up and dropped in front of the cannibal chieftain. "We are an honorable tribe, so we give you each one chance to escape," the chieftain said. "Also, we will also give you each one item of your choice to aid in your getaway. But be forewarned, if we catch you, we will skin you and make you into a canoe." Hearing this, the American immediately asks for a gun. He is given a gun and untied. He runs around the woods shooting any cannibals he sees until he runs out of ammo. He is then skinned and made into a canoe. The Italian guy asks for a horse. He is given a brown mare and untied. He rides for a while until he is surrounded. He is then skinned and made into a canoe. The Polish guy asks for a fork. "Why do you want a fork?" the chieftain asks. "You said I could have anything I wanted, and I want a fork," the Polish guy whines. So they gave him a fork and untie him. He immediately starts stabbing himself, screaming, "Let's see you make me a canoe out of me now!" A Polish guy, an American guy, and an Italian guy were all condemned to die by guillotine. The executioner asked the American which way he would like to face. "I want to go to heaven when I die, so face me up," he says. So they face him upward and lock him in place. They drop the blade, but their supply stops an inch from his neck. The crowd screams, "God has spoken, set him free," and so they do. They asked the Italian which way he would like to face. "I came from Earth, and I would like to go back to Earth, into the Earth when I die," he says. So they face him downward and lock him in place. Once again, the blade stops an inch from his neck, and once again he is set free. Then he asked the Polish guy which way he would like to face. "Are you crazy?" he yells. "I'm not getting that thing until it's fixed." And there you go. That's Button Hunt and its secrets. This is the Phantom Safety Pin. That was Button Hunt, and I will see you next time for something a little different. See you later.